in your house, 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 in your house, 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 in your house, house.
Yeah, yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Prophecy in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I'm in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime I don't do, we here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it is Thursday, and I am vibing high vibrations right now because it's time for the AEW review show. And man, it's time to talk some dynamite. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting down with it, and I'm getting down. It's a full house here, man, and I'm loving it. We're all feeling those vibes right now. We're coming off, honestly, I thought it was a very good dynamite, better than previous weeks. I was entertained throughout the night, capped off by a stellar main event, and then we got a contract signing right after the main event. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like that. This episode of AEW Dynamite came with a lot of new territory, and I love that energy. We'll talk about that and so much more. But before we do, I got to bring in and on my guys while I talk AEW with each and every week. First, I have to give courtesy to the gentleman in the room because he is our longest tenured wrestling fan. He is the OG of professional wrestling, representing Gonzo Sports Room and Gonzo Wrestling Room. That's OG Tony Gonzalez. What is up, bro?
Just trying to recover, man. I had a busy weekend. Like we talked off air, I was
Yes.
at PopCon. We did 13 shows
Oh my
with
God.
WCWO, about 70, 75 matches. So had a lot of fun, man. This is let me see. I know we've done Comic Con 3 or 4. We missed one PopCon, so I think this was our second or third PopCon.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
so we love doing it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm old, so it wears me out.
I bet it does.
But still out there grinding, doing your thing. I want to expand on that and talk a little bit more. But before we do that, we got to bring in and on a first timer here. That is right, a first timer here on the AEW Dynamite show. But he's no stranger to In Your House. He's a notorious In Your House member and also a member of the Young Boys. That is Be Your Bikes in the building. What is up, man?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Be York here. I'm in your house. Please, no authorities. Don't just be cool. I'm really only looking for snacks, and if you don't got snacks, that's fine. I will exit kindly. Like it's really not a big deal. Happy to be here. Happy to talk some AEW with you guys. Just looking at the card, before the show, it was some stuff to be excited about, just looking into it, and then what's been going on with AEW just in general, some of these storylines I've been watching. One of my favorites in the show, which is I know it's one of your guys' least favorites. I like what's been going on, so just happy to be on here. Excited to talk with you guys and excited to talk with the OG, really.
Oh yeah, it's always a good
Cool,
time when we
cool.
get OG involved because he's like I said, he's always a vibe when it comes to talking wrestling. When we were talking a few weeks ago about, the passing of Ted Turner, and we just talked about the times in the 90s. We just talked about us remembering the Atlanta Braves and the Cartoon Network and WCW. He took it all the way back to the 70s, bro, and really brought some different insight on that. And that's why we appreciate OG on the show so much. But another man that we appreciate on the show is the man who helps put all this together, all the clicks and whistles. That's this man right there. That's producer of the show. On Wednesdays, we talk some WCW, but every day, he's the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, brother man?
How goes it, House? You said Full House? Danny Tanner, guess what? Uncle Joey and Uncle Jesse burned me with cigars. We have to talk about it. Comet's dead. Oh, man, my sisters, they're just out of control. But hey, household, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad no one called the cops on Bryce. And Tony, that amount of matches, your team had to be just as confused as you are in your everyday life. So you probably felt normal and, felt validated there. So it's glad to see everybody here. And let's talk some AEW because this Dynamite, this might be one of their best Dynamites they've had in a long time.
It, like I said at the top of the show, and I agree with you totally, Voices, that is one of their best efforts in the last quite a few weeks, honestly. But before we get into that, I want to ask this here. We're about to get into the chat in a second, but OG, how many matches was there? And you said you officiated how many? Or not officiated, but commentated for how many matches?
Well, they did 13 shows, and each show had around 5 or 6 matches. So around 70 to 75 matches.
Oh my gosh! Was it just you and Chris, or was there a rotation?
No, it's me, Chris, and we had Marcus. Marcus Fine made it.
Mr. Marcus Fine.
So us three, and then we had some special guests 2 or 3 times.
For sure.
A few wrestlers came over with us, but yeah, we were all 3 there for every match.
Oh man, you guys were out there just killing it.
I would hate a drop kick after that many matches. I'd be like, fuck drop kicks.
How do you call anything with enthusiasm after about 5 minutes?
Oh my god. I can only imagine he's on match 70. Oh yeah, Hurricane Rana. There was a drop kick.
Even on the entrance, it's just like
Tony's passing around his pills. Hey, snort these up, fellas. We got to get some energy going around.
Yeah.
God, I love it. But no, congratulations to y'all. You guys are killing it, doing awesome stuff. Very impressive work, man. Very impressive work.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all. Always love to see. This is why we love OGs, a fellow grinder just like us. But we're about to go ahead and get this grind going because we got to talk some AEW Dynamite. And this was a show where there was a lot going on. And I got to tell you, the opening of the show, I am somebody... Really, when I'm watching movies, because I always give some time to wrestling, but normally in movies, you got to catch me in those first 4 to 5 minutes, because if you lose me, I'm gone, bro. I'm out. But when I see MJF entering the building, and every single person who passes him by is bald, I can't help but laugh. Yeah. I can't help but laugh. They got me. He's just sitting over there bald people are passing him by. He goes by Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa takes his hood off and he's bald. We got a random John Silver sighting. He's there. He's also bald and flexing. And then, of course, at the end of the segment, when he gets to the end, he reaches the final boss of bald, which is Ricochet. 10 out of 10 on this segment. That was amazing. I loved it. I was fully entertained. That popped me legitimately. It takes a lot for me to actually laugh at a segment. That was awesome. I want to get some of your thoughts. Voice, I know me and you kind of got the same type of humor when it comes to most things. What did you think about that segment?
Oh, I loved it. It brought me back to Wednesday, us watching WCW and the Giant running over Hulk Hogan's
ridiculous
motorcycle
cartoony.
With a fucking monster truck. And then
ridiculous and cartoony.
Exactly. And that's what we love. That's that's what drove our young minds into enjoying WCW. It's ridiculous. It's cartoony. MJF understands that there's a fan base out there who likes ridiculous and cartoony.
That
And
dude had to watch WCW when he was young.
dude,
He just
you
had
know it.
to.
He's a wrestling fan. You absolutely, you can see it in everything that he goes out there and does. Much like a lot of guys in AEW, you're starting to see a lot of these guys hit on notes that Howse, it reminds me of WCW. Renee is Mean Gene, but with boobies. And
Dude,
I'm okay with that.
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to let you go. Her doing her commentary stuff ringside, it's brilliant. It's different. WCW or WWE does nothing like that. It's different.
And I'm telling you guys, Tony, you're going to agree with us because it's so out there. But we have done this show for a few months now, and we have complained about certain things. And within a week or two of those episodes airing, they're changing their shit. How many times did I say how much I love that Renee Paquette is down there doing interviews like Mean Gene, and then they took it away for a little bit, and then all of a sudden now it's
She was
every
doing
Dynamite.
it half the show.
Yeah,
Half the show was her
that
ringside, dude.
That visual of her on the outside of the ring talking about the match and talking about stats and things like that, going more in depth, and then you see the wrestler going in above her. To me, that's visually brilliant.
And sometimes the wrestler, I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but
no, you're good.
Sometimes the wrestler is even jaw jacking at her.
Exactly. I think that's amazing. And I think what whoever created this, whoever came up with the idea, you're doing fantastic work. Fucking keep it up, because this was a way to open up the show. It's your biggest story. Why not put your biggest star showing the possibilities of what he could look like? You want to draw us fans in because we know he's going to do some scumbag shit because he's our fucking scumbag.
He is. He is, absolutely. I love this segment. All right, so I like what we got going on right here because we got some generational differences right here. I want to get some thoughts from the young boy before we go to the OG. What was your thoughts on this segment from MJF?
I mean, opening, MJF, this isn't the first cartoony, segment in AEW he's been a part of. Like him and Jericho going back, like they kind of had the musical segment and things like that. And I think things like this, like you said, Voice, these things work. I mean, as a WWE guy, a guy who was over here, that's over in WWE right now, doing cartoony things, it's the most over thing going on right now. So I think when you can be absurd and do those things in a correct way, like you don't just have to go out there and slash each other's brains open or something to get, a pop. You can just pull John Silver out the vault, and for this random appearance. We ain't seen this guy in who knows how long, but like he just comes out, flexes, gets a crazy pop in the crowd. Now he's probably going to get booked. But running the possibility, I think, like you said, MJF's a scumbag. So like, I'm not really entertained. Like, it's funny to see the visual, but like, do I really think it's going to happen? Hell no. But like, like he's the guy that like you make a bet with, you handshake and everything. Hey, like $40, my team beats the fuck out of your team on Sunday, and his team loses, and he's not paying you that shit. Like
you don't see that motherfucker.
He's also gonna figure out how to take 40 from you. Like
yup.
So like, it's hilarious. I love the opening, and I love the way they're playing into it, because I mean, as absurd as it kind of sounds as a match, the more he keeps playing it up on social media, you bring Ricochet, who I may mispronounce his name at times, which is like an inside joke to myself from an old Jericho podcast. He used to call him Ricocket. So if I just start calling him that, it's because of that. But like Ricochet at the end, and his little laugh he likes to do, it low-key pops. Yeah. And so I loved it. And I'm just excited to see, kind of how that kind of keeps pushing forward. Do they keep, trying to make it a crazy joke as they, push into the match? Is the ref going to be bald?
What's his name? Bryce Ramsburg or
Rimsburg,
something like that. Yeah, he's definitely officiating that match for sure. I love it, man. I
Aubrey
dig it.
could be there. She could be bald.
Bald
Let's
Aubrey.
move. Let's move forward. Let's
Bald
move forward.
Aubrey.
Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. It was
All
a
right.
thought that should have never came out.
Oh man. But listen, I will say this. Continuing to talk about it before we get OG's thoughts. I've been on Tony Schiavone's ass about not sounding inspired and stuff like that. But when he said like, I didn't even know that AEW employed that many bald people, I popped. Like,
Yeah, honestly,
I popped.
is this a requirement?
Like it's like it was. I loved it. Like everything. Like I said, I don't normally for segments. I'm normally like a pretty critical, but that one knocked it out of the park for me. OG, what are your thoughts on that segment?
My bad, OG. Before you go, I will say that segment was missing two bald people:
Who?
Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
True.
They should they kind
True.
and
Pull
they
them
have
out.
ties with MJF. They could have kind of played into that, but my bad.
Oh, that would have
OG.
been good too. That would have been good.
Yeah.
OG, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. That would have been perfect. I really liked it. I was a pretty big fan of the show overall, but I liked that segment. I thought it was a good way to start the show. Actually, I think it was the perfect way to start the show because, Joshua said earlier, I mean that's your biggest story. So I mean, that's what you should be starting off with and ending with. I thought they did a good job. That's one thing they have a trouble with sometimes in AEW, at least for me, is having a good start, a good middle, and a good ending.
Yep.
I thought this show did pretty well with that this week. So I really enjoyed it. I thought I don't know if there's anything that MJF can't do. I mean, honestly, I think he's. I mean, people criticize he wasn't that good a wrestler. He proved them wrong.
Yep.
He can do the comedic stuff.
Yep.
Actually, guys, I'm beginning to think that he's going to lose the match and he's going to end up bald.
Do you think that he has maybe like a movie role or something?
Yeah, that's what I kind of think.
There's a chance.
But you know what? We're gonna definitely jump around and probably talk a little bit more about. But this right here, the fact that we're saying, oh well, Bryce is like, well, he's definitely not losing his hair.
Yeah.
He said he's definitely not losing his hair. Well, then you got OG saying, I think he might lose his hair.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. The fact that we're having this discussion is actually like, because we just said like last week or maybe the week before, OG said it and I agreed with him. It wasn't really enticing this like, oh, well, he's going to put his hair on the line.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like intense enough, you know, but the way that MJF has played it up, and the way they've even played it up on commentary is like, oh, well, because they have not ran from the fact, oh, he went to go get hair plugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't ran from that. He's been pretty open about it and honest that that's what he's been doing. Or that's what he did. And I even like that Taz said, it's like, hey, he go bald, he'll get his hair back again. It'll just cost him a pretty penny. So I'm like, they're not running from it, but it's the fact that he's making it about his vanity. This is what this guy, we're talking MJF, massive ego.
And I will say with MJF, like this isn't the first unserious thing that he's in a sense kind of gotten over and made semi-serious. Like remember when they were hyping up, I think it was the Australia show, and he did like the kangaroo kick or whatever.
Yep, the kangaroo kick.
Like just something so goofy as that, but they like made these things sound, he hyped it up and made it so devastating, in a sense. So like I think, I don't think it's like a serious enough thing to put on the line per se, but also like that's kind of their job to just sell it. Like, even if it isn't the most ideal thing, how can I send you out there to sell it to people?
And I think one of the best in the business in any promotion to sell you anything is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. So most definitely, let's hit the chat. We're going to hit this chat. We're going to get a few comments in here before we move on to the next subject. We got Nightwing. He says, Angle lost his hair, and he made that work. Punk lost his hair, and it wasn't the end of the world. MJF will be fine if he loses it, or he could pay for more hair plugs. He could do that too.
Yeah, he could do that too.
He's got that option. So we can say we got Another chat, we got my man Randy up, and he says, man, I don't know. I think MJF is good enough of a talent to go through with it unless his shoot hair growth issues are that meaningful to him. Hey, you never see, that's the thing with MJF is he's so committed to the craft. I can see him getting his head shaved.
Yeah. Yeah, I can too. I mean, it's not that far from a reach because here's the thing too, like you guys said, does he have a movie role coming up? There's a lot of movies that they're starting to make, and there's some villainous characters that they might need, and MJF as a bald weirdo, because you know he's going to play that character if he's shaving his head. It's going to be unique. I like the way our fans are liking it to the angle. So
Yeah.
I like that.
See, this
because
is why
that was a
this
fun
is why
one.
we have the chat here to help drive things because they're really getting things going.
Yeah, we
We got another one here. We
one.
got Fightins. He says that bald segment made me think Jericho. I feel like he played a part in that. I could see that.
Oh yeah.
I could 100% see that because Jericho is that type of mind. Jericho is that type of cartoon. We're talking a guy that was in WCW, so he knows about that crazy over the top stuff. And yeah, I just really enjoyed that segment. I had a whole lot of fun, and yeah, that was just a great start. But let's move forward a little bit in the show because we had the Kevin Knight TNT Championship Open Challenge, and before that, we had to see Speedball Mike Bailey. But anyway, the Kevin Knight Open Challenge, TNT Title Open Challenge.
Mike Bailey.
We don't mess with Speedball Mike Bailey around here.
No, that's
why do you wear kick pads with no boots, bro? What are you doing?
Dude, that he's all meffed out.
He's an odd one, man.
That kid doesn't know what he's doing.
But Kevin Knight knows exactly what he's doing, and that's being a great TNT champion. I mean, this is what we've talked about with Dynamite and AEW as a whole. They're taking chances. I mean, we're talking about a promotion that is doing shows on golf courses. Like, what? Like, I still have to go back and watch Fairway to Hell in its entirety. I've seen some clips, but I want to watch that because this is what we're talking about. AEW's taking chances, doing different stuff. I definitely enjoy it. I'm definitely loving it. But, man, Kevin Knight, he had his open challenge, and it was Brian Cage, the returning Brian Cage, who's been out on injury, and this dude, man, like it seems like every time I see him, he's like more jacked than he was last time.
Yeah.
And he works like so solid in the ring. Like this is somebody you want to see him just have a solid run. You know, I know he gets kind of sidelined with injuries from time to time, but watching him go up against Kevin Knight and the quality of match that was just really made me remember how good Brian Cage truly is in the ring. And somebody like Kevin Knight going one-on-one with him with the ability that Brian Cage does to work big, but also work fast. They had a really good match. I really enjoyed that match quite a bit. I got to ask you, OG, what were your thoughts about the match between Kevin Knight and the returning Brian Cage?
I loved it. They had one little small hiccup during the match, but
yeah,
that can happen, you know, to anybody. But I really liked it. I'm a big Brian Cage fan. A few years ago when he was with TNA, he was the champion. I watched a lot of their pay-per-views back then.
Okay.
And so I'm a big Cage fan, and I'd like to see him get used a little bit more. But I mean, he was hurt, you know, so I understand. But he didn't show any rust at all. I didn't think. I thought he looked like he was ready to go. He can work big guys. He can work small guys. Yeah, I thought it was really good. And Knight's on his way. They just got to keep giving him reps on the mic.
Keep going.
And I think he's on his way. He could be a big star for them.
I agree. I like the trajectory of Kevin Knight right now. They're putting him right there in the mid-card, letting him be a mid-card champion and letting him grow organically. This is what we're talking about and you know, you guys can listen to past episodes. If it sounds like I'm overly excited about AEW right now, it's because if you listen to past episodes, there's times where I was not that excited about talking about AEW. And now we're in a place right now where I'm like, amped up on what AEW is doing right now. A lot of things that are moving that are great to me. Bryce, what were your thoughts on? Let me get your thoughts on Kevin Knight because nobody really heard you talk about Kevin Knight on this show since this is your first time here on the AEW Dynamite review show. Let's get your thoughts on Kevin Knight, and then what were your thoughts on the match and Brian Cage returning?
I mean, I think Kevin Knight, I mean, like you guys have said already, like he's a rising star right now within this company. I think his open challenge has been good. I think him in this singles role compared to like kind of watching him run around with Speed Bump. I mean, he's still running with Speed Bump, but like
Speed Bump is a perfect name for him.
he's he's still, you know, he's putting on good matches. He's entertaining, like and just I think really with this match though, like I was excited to see Brian Cage back. I
Yeah.
got to go to the very first the All In before they were AEW. So I was
Oh, you went
there.
to that?
Yeah, I
Damn.
was in there.
That was a tight show.
And Brian Cage, he's a guy who, I mean, he had a spot on that card. I think it was a battle royale. But like this is a guy who's been there legitimately since the beginning. So exciting to kind of see him back. Like OG said, this is a guy that can work a big guy, a small guy. He's a powerhouse. His look is even better than before to me. Like he
Mm-hmm.
really's kind of taking on that Swolverine look.
Yeah.
And he's honestly like a low-key athletic guy too.
Oh
Like I
man.
think people don't really expect that out of him. And I would like to see for him more than anything, I'd like to see him kind of get that run that you were talking about. Like I think he deserves a mid-card run of sorts. Like I hate when a guy like that kind of comes back on these open challenges because it pops me because I haven't seen this guy. I really am a big fan. And then I kind of know like probably gonna go out there and do the job maybe, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of getting the crowd, you know, warm back up to him. But I thought they had a really good match, and I'm, you know, just kind of looking forward to kind of seeing how Kevin Knight keeps carrying that. Is this going to lead up to him and Speed Bump eventually? I'd assume. I don't know.
I thought that when Speed Bump, which is what I'm going to call him now, when Speed Bump got the mic, I thought that he was about to challenge Kevin Knight for the title, and then he's like, "No, I want to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship." I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm just like a loser, bro."
Yeah.
Jesus,
He's got to
man.
earn his way to his name.
Oh my god, that guy. So yeah, he wants to fight for the title, which you know it is what it is. But I do have a thought before we get to voice. I think we got to be a little bit careful with these open challenges because it's starting to get oversaturated. They're doing it on WWE. We're doing it on AEW. We got to be careful because we're going to water down the open challenge. So you just got to be careful with that. So we don't want to. We got a TBS open challenge. We got TNT open challenge. United States open challenge. I think Penta just had an open challenge. Like we gotta be careful with that stuff, man. So
I feel like AEW could like take those belts that have the, you know, TV names in them.
yeah,
Obviously they got the TNT belt, the TBS championship or whatever, but you know, obviously if you want them to have a open challenge, you know, you just make them defend it regardless every time it's on TNT or whatever, and then you've got, you know, just an automatic open challenge of sorts of like, hey, you just got to defend this every week you show up. So
you mean a television championship?
Hmm.
What a concept!
That's fucking wild. You guys are speaking conspiracies.
Television
Rusev is the
championship.
greatest, or I mean Miro, or what can I
Miro.
call?
Rusev.
He's the only TV champion I acknowledge.
Damn it, man. Boys, let
Yeah.
let me get those thoughts. I already know how you feel about Kevin Knight, but give me some of your thoughts on Brian Cage, and then if you have any thoughts about the match.
Oh, Brian Cage was phenomenal in this match. He really made Kevin Knight look phenomenal. I mean, like Kevin Knight, we already have talked about how amazing we find this kid, but I mean, just go back and rewatch that match. How many catches did Brian Cage do in midair? That one where Kevin Knight dives to the outside and Cage catches him.
Yeah.
and then he takes a hurricanrana to the stairs. Like, Brian Cage, if you want a monster that can work with your mid card and smaller guys and make them look phenomenal, throw that motherfucker on your card and put him in those matches. And I know he can work great with big guys, but when he's working with these smaller guys, he looks more
Magic.
devastating. I honestly thought Kevin Knight was gonna lose last night. There was a couple moments where it was like Brian just turned it up, and they got me believing. They hooked me. They're great at that. And Brian Cage specifically is great at that because he takes you on a journey through his matches, man, where you're like, dude, look at him. He's gonna beat the fuck out of these guys. And for the first 8 minutes, that's what happens. But then they get that, that hero, the underdog swollenness in their chest, and they overcome. But it never makes Brian look weak. Like, you can't see him take that pin in that match and be like, Brian Cage looks so weak coming back and losing like that. No, he doesn't look weak. Kevin Knight's on a tear right now. And this was a perfect match to have Brian Cage come out to for his comeback and the open challenge. Speed bump, you need to stop. You just need to stop. Like, we understand your mom drank when she was baking you in the belly. We get it. We get it. Sympathy for that's over, though, because you can grow into a full boy. We know you didn't because, well, you like the little toot a little much, because we're seeing it, man. Like, you were awkward as shit. And the fact that you're next in line to challenge whoever's the title holder makes me laugh, almost to where I pissed myself laughing at that. Like, the most obvious thing was him to look at Kevin Knight and be like, I want to challenge you.
Yes, that's the easiest story.
So,
And honestly, I don't like Speed Bump, but I would have been excited for the match.
I would have liked it, yeah, because it would have gave us another chapter.
Yep.
Because he's gonna have to change after that. Kevin Knight might go through some changes after that.
Yep.
Why not? Let's see it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you there. Wholeheartedly agree with you there. OG,
Perfect.
did you have some thoughts?
Yeah, the perfect place for Speedball, in my opinion, and I hate to say this, but because they don't need another member, is the Don Callis family. If anybody needs to be a member of the Don Callis family, it's Speedball because he can't talk. I mean, but there's people, but there's other people that's part of the Callis family that don't need to be a part of it, so they could definitely trim the fat there. But yeah, I think Speedball definitely needs a big change in character if he wants to try to do anything, because I mean he's decent in the ring, he's pretty good. A lot of people like him in the ring. I think he's
Yeah.
pretty good, but yeah, it's just his personality. So a guy like Don Callis could definitely, I think, would be a perfect fit for him.
Anybody talking for him would be a perfect fit, honestly, because it's a complete total miss for me. I mean, it's a complete, like, can he wrestle? Yes. I'm not blind. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that he can't wrestle, but the guy just a complete disconnect. Who's he for? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't know. But listen, we got to move on here because we're gonna hit the last topic here before we hit our break, and then we do our loves and lows. We got to keep this one tight. But that is the announcement of the brackets for the 2026 Owen Hart tournament. And like I said, we're going to keep this tight. And I'm getting the brackets up here. Here it is in front of me. So here are the men's brackets. We have two matches that are going to be going down at Double or Nothing. Those two matches will be Samoa Joe of the Ops versus Will Ospreay of the Death Riders. I don't know. Then we have Swerve Strickland and Bandito, which this match is finally happening, and now there's a reason for it, because we were just talking about, what the hell? You want power, but you want to face Bandito. That doesn't even make sense. So now I guess the power is advancing in the Owen Hart tournament. Maybe we'll see how he plays this thing out. But we got Claudio Castagnoli. He's going to be going up against Brody King. That one's going to be good. That should be really good. Then we have a rematch of Mark Davis and Jungle Jack Perry. Mark Davis just won the national championship, didn't he, at Fairway to Hell?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it here on the show. Congratulations to him, Mark Davis, on an amazing trajectory on AEW. He's another one of those guys that we talk about when we talk about names like Kevin Knight, when we talk about Tekla. He's in that conversation. Mark Davis has had a hell of a run. He's going to be going up against Jungle Jack Perry. And the tournament finals will be at the Forbidden Door Sunday, June 28th in San Jose. Now we have the women's Owen Cup. We have Persephone from CMLL going up against Hazuki. I haven't seen her perform, so it would be my first time seeing her.
It's pronounced Hazuki.
Hazuki! Then we have Mina Shirakawa is going to be going up against Athena, who I believe is still the forever Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Has she lost that thing yet?
Still got it.
No.
Jesus,
No,
she
she's
is
forever. Come on,
forever.
man. It's in the title.
It's right there. It is right there. We have Sky Blue going up against Seri. Haven't seen her perform. Then we have Willow Nightingale, TBS champion, going up against Alex Windsor. And that's going to be going down at Double or Nothing. And once again, these finals happen at the Forbidden Door. So we'll keep it tight. I am somebody who, of course, loves tournament-based competition. And one thing I will say about this is when we got our credentials last year, Voice, if you remember, we got our credentials to cover the Continental Classic.
Yeah.
So now, if it's looking like here that, yeah, I would be correct. If we do get credentials, when we've submitted credentials for the June 10th Cincinnati show, if we get approved for credentials, we would likely be covering the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So more tournament-based competition for In Your House to cover with our hopefully our second opportunity to work with AEW. I'm somebody who loves tournament-based competition, so I'm excited for that. Let's go ahead and get off the rip thoughts. We don't have to keep them long. We can keep them tight. Bryce, what are your thoughts on the members or the competitors that are going to be in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, looking at both sides, I mean, I'm pretty hyped for, I mean, basically the whole field. I think there's a couple names on the women's side I'm unfamiliar with,
Yeah.
Sari and Hazuki. But yeah, no, other than that, I mean, all these are really good, looking first matches of the tournament. I kind of wish the tournament field was bigger.
That's what I saw a lot of people in the comments saying they should have done this with what is it, 8? They probably should have done like
Just
16.
16 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. That maybe is also stretching yourself thin. So
Possibility as well.
But they are also the guys that we kind of call out for, like, just stashing people away, and just got guys that you can just throw out there for a match and put them on TV and give them opportunity. I feel like this is the chance, and then it kind of could help them get independently booked as well. So
For sure. No, I like where your mind is at. I think a 16-person tournament would have been great. We could have saw some more names in there that maybe we don't get a chance to see weekly that we want to see perform. So I think that's a good point. Voice, where are you at? Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Men and women's brackets are released. Give me some of your thoughts.
It's always a great tournament. So this one, I don't expect anything less. I kind of I have my own opinion of why they kept it smaller this year. I do believe Jack Perry's going to win it.
Oh, okay.
I think they're setting him up for that win, and then to be able to challenge for the title.
Ooh, you think he's got if he can hold this thing down like you're saying that he's going to do, that this would put him in the opportunity to go for the AEW championship?
I do believe that because
Okay.
I mean, he's the Miz of AEW. He's changed from Jungle Boy, then he went to this bearded, I'm a bad boy who takes real glass, and now he's into this mixture of both. He's figured out what has worked. It's the evolution of Miz.
he does have MJF history.
He does have MJF history.
And I mean, they're pushing him. like you have to go back to the promo of him saying he's going into this tournament and things like that, what he's saying, what the commentary's saying. A lot of this is commentary based driven where they're trying to push the stories. I do believe that Jack Perry's going to win this tournament.
Okay, I like that. I like what you're saying there. I think it's going to be a fun tournament, one way or the
Oh
other
yeah.
for sure. I'm going to have a whole lot of time, a whole fun watching it. OG, what are some of your thoughts on the Owen Hart Foundation tournament? The brackets are released.
Do you guys know when that championship, when they get that match? Isn't that one of the pay-per-views?
I think so.
I believe so.
See, because I kind of think, I
Are you
think
talking about
Ospreay,
the finals of the tournament
the
or like?
well, the winner, because they get a championship match,
Oh,
don't they?
okay.
Yeah, the winner gets whoever wins men and women get a title match at a
Okay.
specific pay-per-view.
Okay. See, I'm thinking it's going to be Ospreay's going to win it. And I think Ospreay beats
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. It don't hurt Samoa Joe. And Davis and Mark Davis is taking on Jack Perry. They got
Jack Perry, yeah.
history already. And then if Davis was to win that, for example, Davis and Ospreay's got major history because they used to be tag team partners. And
Yep.
just recently,
And
Davis
roommates and everything.
just recently Davis attacked him pretty viciously. That's
Yeah, he
when.
did.
So I think Ospreay's going to win that tournament. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it'll be a solid tournament. The women's tournament is interesting to me. The only thing I hope they do is come up with some good video packages to let the audience know who these people are.
Please.
I know Saraya a little bit because if I think she's the one that used to wrestle in NXT.
She did. You're correct. Oh, I totally forgot about that.
She's very good, but for some reason it just didn't fit. She didn't fit their system, or I don't know what happened. She's very
Yeah.
good in the ring, and she's a big star in Japan. The other lady I don't know at all. The one lady you guys said,
Hazuki.
yeah, I've heard of her, but so I hope they make sure. I'm sure it's going to be a good tournament. I just hope hey, let us know who these people are. Give us some backstory.
For sure. Absolutely. Most definitely. I'm excited for it, though. Love tournament-based competition. Hopefully In Your House has a chance to cover it, and we'll have that opportunity. But we got to take this opportunity because, guys, it's time for us to take a break. We got to take a break, pay some bills. And on the other side, we got to talk about our loves and lows. There's still a lot of things that happen on AEW Dynamite. We had an amazing main event that I'm excited to talk about. Also, we had Ace Austin and Will Ospreay. We had Orange Cassidy, the Young Bucks, Christian and Cope versus the Dogs, FTR and Tommaso Ciampa. A lot still to cover during the loves and the lows, and we're going to talk about it on the other side of this break.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Welcome to the Brainbuster T-shirt website where your favorite podcast team in your house lives. Look at all these fantastic options you have.
If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You want to be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster Tees is where our YH live. Brainbuster Tees is where I YH live.
Hey guys, it's the executive producer of the In Your House podcast, Allin, the Con Man House, here to tell you on this commercial break to like and subscribe to In Your House on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at the In Your House Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe on Twitch at Team IYH. And remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And leave a review and 5-star rating. We thank you for your continued support. It all helps for us to stay charted and continue to give you that work. Hey guys, welcome back to In Your House. We're talking AEW Dynamite, and oh, what an episode it was. I had a lot of fun, and also I got to tell you, I'm having a blast on this wellness journey that I'm on, and I just got a new shipment of goalie gummies, and actually I got them right over here, so we'll just get this going. Hang on now.
He showed his peepers.
Whoa.
Goalie gummies over here. We got them here. We got ashwagandha gummies. We got the apple cider vinegar gummies. We've got the pre and postbiotic gummies. And man, it's all to help you guys get your wellness journey going. Like I said, we just got a shipment in. It's been a while since we got a shipment in from Goalie Gummies. So we do got to thank you to Goalie Gummies for sending us that. And yeah, get your wellness journey started, and we can help you out. You can go to goalie.com and you can put in promo code IYH and get that 10% discount. And let them know that In Your House sent you, all right? Just do us that favor, all right? And check out everything we're doing on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. We're on IG too, and then you can catch us on Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. So we're getting this thing going. It's time for the loves and the loaves. And Bryce, I know this is your first time doing the loves and the loaves. So basically, and for any of you guys out there who are first-time listeners or new or whatever it is, the loves and the lows. We give you an opportunity to talk good and give some constructive criticism about the show. You tell us what you love, and it could be 1, 2 things. We don't really put it like a whole cap on it. But you got things that you love about the show and then things that you loathe about the show. And it forces you to say something constructive, and it forces you to say something good about the show, no matter if you thought the show was an absolute banger or if you thought it was a stinker. So we're going to get out the gate here with Bryce. Give me a love and give me a loathe.
Shoot, I got 2 loves.
Okay.
My first love is right now is this the Darby title run.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's just been on he's had quite a few matches in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
This kind of plays into why I don't think he will win, the hair match, because he's getting a lot in
In
very
a very
fast.
short. Yep.
My other love is the Death Rider John Moxley cinematic universe. Whatever movie they kind of have going on every time they're kind of shooting a promo, like it's entertaining. It's like weirdly entertaining, and I love that like the rest of the Death Riders are just like in the back playing wall ball or doing like they're doing whatever kind of like they're just like going at it. Like I don't know, the Death Riders thing, it's been going on for so long, but in a weird way, it's not fading away from me. Like, yeah, there's moments where like things get boring. I think that is likely in every faction because everyone anticipates change. Everyone anticipates this happening. Everyone's going to turn. Everyone's going to do this. But nobody kind of, just thinks about the positive in a sense of like, maybe these guys are just friends and like actually want the best for each other. And like, like they don't have to, hate each other at the end of the day. So those are the 2 things I'm kind of loving right now. And then my hate, whatever you want to call it, was the women's trio match. I just did not enjoy what I saw.
Yeah.
I like both ladies in the Brawling Birds, but I hate watching the wrestling that was going on, at least that night. I'm not the biggest on Thekla, but I know you guys are.
I love me some Tekla, yeah.
So, yeah, Thekla, my bad. I don't want to, mispronounce names, I mean, Speed Bump, that's the only one I'll get wrong on purpose. But Yeah, I'm not the biggest on Tekla, and I just wasn't big on that match from, what I got to see last night. Like, that was kind of the one match on the show that just came I could have just not watched, personally.
Yeah, I'll second that. I'll second that. That was a low of the mind for sure. So I'll definitely second that. Voice, give me some of your thoughts, man. We had some thought. We talked a lot about the Darby Allin title run. I definitely have some thoughts on the Mox situation and what they're doing with them. But I'll save that. Voice, give me some loves. Give me some loves here, bro.
All right, so to just start off, that main event was epic. I
My
thought that was incredible. Some moves we've not seen, and just like that German
that
was just
bro.
insane. And the Blue
I've
Thunder
never,
Bomb,
I've never in my life, and I gotta ask before we let you go, OG, you have been a wrestling fan longer than us, bro. Have you ever seen somebody do a German suplex off the very top rope and bridge it?
Nope, never.
no, it,
Who is
Never.
this dude?
Yeah, the only problem I had with that is if you do that, you should have got the pin. But
I
just my
said,
opinion.
I
But
said the
it
same
was
thing.
outstanding. It was out. I stood up out of my chair. I
Yeah,
What had happened?
that match was incredible. We got Fightins talking about that blue thunder bomb. Voice, go ahead, bro. Go, go, go,
yeah, that Blue
go.
Thunder Bomb was amazing to the outside. The thud, the everything
Oh
was
my
epic.
god, so good.
The way he just lands his opponents is magical. It's Benoit esque. Um, the Darby, for all the faults and all the dumb shit he's done throughout his fucking career, what he's doing in this run is exactly what we talked about, Tony. Remember us joking about him and sharing that podcast where he's like, people just want me to wrestle, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do the big moves, and and now he's wrestling. Now we're
Oh
seeing
my
him.
god,
We're
he's
seeing what he can do. He's doing great.
oh.
The I liked the multi-man opener. I
Yeah,
thought it was
that was
great.
fun. That was
I
fun.
thought I thought it brought back it. Yes, are we getting the Bucks in the stadium match? If we're delusional if we thought we weren't getting the Bucks in the stadium match, and we were. So we're getting that, and I'm okay with it because they've explained why everybody's in this match. So why not? Let's have it. Let's have some fun with this match. Let's see
Mhm.
where we're going to go. I thought that match was it kept me entertained because it was one big move after another, and then everybody was just flowing, and it
Yeah, there
wasn't
was a good
too
flow.
it looked like it could be too congested, but it wasn't. It worked for me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm disliking, and I'm sorry, Bryce, you can cry afterwards off camera, but fucking Moxley. He is Uncle Bad Touch. And Will Ocean Spray is the abused child in the family. That's what Uncle Bad Touch does when he goes to the family functions. He separates the one kid that he's touching, and then he just starts speaking
God.
to him. You got family members playing handball in the back. Old drunk Uncle Moxley. Hey, don't
Oh
tell
shit!
people what we've done because people will get in trouble. You ever look at the mood? You see the
Oh shit!
mood, and then you're like, wow, does that go with the tide? And then
Oh
you're like,
my
can I
god.
win? That's what we're getting. And yes, it's cinematic. They are doing some cinematic screenshots that I it's working for AEW, and it's working for this segment. It's building a emotional response to
They're
what we're
testing things
seeing.
out. They're
Yeah,
testing things out.
they're doing stuff. But for me, that's the vibe I'm getting. Is creepy drunk Uncle John Moxley coming and talking to you. Hey Bryce, don't tell him. Don't you tell him.
Well, and like I think the thing that like AEW has always done like right is they do the wrestling right. But like sometimes the things that they like struggle to kind of get over as a in general thing is like kind of the story stuff, kind of just doing the extra things to really set. We want cinema, like when Roman Reigns
Yeah.
comes on, and I don't want to just bring him up on the show like that, but it's like the whole like, oh, cinema is about to happen type of thing. It's like you get invested just for some crazy shit just to happen, and like
Yeah.
we got that at the beginning of the show, kind of in a way with MJF. Like it's a different type of like, oh, I'm grabbed in right away, and so
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
just like when they do those things that kind of that make it that movie that also kind of gives that chance for maybe your casual, friend or whoever that might be watching to, grab onto something that isn't just speed bump doing a flip onto the apron or something.
True. You could be like me in House and watch Ric Flair just show up in his wrestling trunks on a beach, stopping him beat down.
That was amazing.
Like
That was amazing.
I'm not saying that the Mox doesn't those things don't pop for certain fans, because I know there's fans out there who enjoy it. Bryce, you're here. I hear you talk about how you enjoy it. And as a wrestling fan, I'm so stoked for that. Like that's awesome for real. Like that's cool that you're connecting with the story and enjoying it. But for me and my personality on this show, whoa, I need to call a cop anytime Moxley's on it. Fucking call my dad and tell him something bad's about to happen.
See, that's the thing though. Like, I've complained about this on the show before we get to OG here, is that they let Moxley go and Moxley has like, here's the thing, like, I bet Moxley is like really coaching this whole thing and he really thinks he's cooking with, I think in his mind, he's cooking with something.
Oh yeah, he thinks Die Hard 7 is happening right now.
Exactly. That's what's going on in his head, dude. He really thinks this is cooking right now. And it's like, bro, like, I think that's the disconnect for Moxley. I think Moxley does things because it pops him or he thinks it's the vibe. But I don't think he's almost tone deaf in a way where he's like, I can't hear these people telling me I don't want to see you do this. But he's like, but I really want to do this. I want to do this. I don't care if you want to see me do something else. I want to do this. And it's a big disconnect. Like what they're doing right now with the cinematic stuff, AEW testing it out to see if they can do better with their stories. I see that it's been evolving slowly, but like Moxley is just all over the place, and somebody's got to get a handle on this guy.
Yeah, somebody. Jim Beam needs to fucking get a handle on him.
Jeez, man, because he's
He's
just
gotta pick the bottle back up.
the potential is there. I kind of see what they're. It's almost like Fight Club or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like
There is a potential there. I agree with you, but like you're saying, someone needs to pull back on the reins and be like, yes, what you're
we
doing here,
need to
Mox,
tell a
works.
simpler story.
He needs to turn into Tyler from Fight Club.
Yes.
If you start there and you work that angle with Will Ocean Spray, you're gonna hit on some people. Me, no, I don't care what flavor Will Ocean Spray decides to be for that match. I'm not impressed with Bruv.
The thing, listen, I see, as somebody who's not the biggest Will Ospreay guy at fighting, he's gonna ride for Moxley. I see you, bro. I see you,
we
bro.
love you. We love you for that fight.
And yeah, exactly. Love what you love, bro. It's family here in your house. But like, I lightweight see the vision of what they're trying to do. It's like they're trying to have almost like the situation where you have Ospreay, he keeps falling short. It's almost like on some Rocky shit if they tell the story simpler, where like Moxley's like, you can do it, Rock. You can do it, Rock. And he's taking him into the gym and taking him into his dojo and training him up. And then eventually he's so trained up that he's like, all right, now you got this opportunity at this Owen Hart tournament, kid. This is your opportunity to get to where you want to go. And then Ospreay goes the distance. And because of the training from the Death Riders and the help from Moxley, he ends up winning the Owen Hart tournament. And oh my gosh, where is Allin at? Is it London, England?
Yeah, bruv.
That's where he gets his opportunity to fight MJF or whoever the champion is, but more likely going to be MJF. There in Wembley. The story's there. You just need Moxley to stop and calm down and tell a simpler damn story. That's what you got to do. The vision is there. Just Moxley, put the damn bottle down. Stop it. All right?
It'll be Mox versus Will Ocean Spray over there.
Damn it. No.
I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be.
Oh, God, no. I want to see. All right. We got to move on here. We got to go in here. All right. OG, give me some loves and give me some loves, man.
I really like the Ospreay match, not necessarily because of Ospreay. I'm a real big fan of Ace Austin,
Mm,
and I've got to meet him a couple of times. Really, really good guy. So
yeah,
I really and I thought Ace Austin had a pretty good showing,
he
uh,
did.
and I like the way they kind of did the match. So I kind of love that. Uh, my other love, yeah, Darby Allin match. Takeshita is one of my favorites. Has been for a long time. I had never heard of the guy till I seen him on. He came from DDT Wrestling. I never even heard of the guy.
Yeah, me
First
neither.
first time I seen him on AEW, I fell in love with him. So
He's
that I
amazing.
thought, yeah, he is. Hopefully, a future champion, big star for them. I hope. Honestly, guys, there was nothing that I really loathed on the show.
Wow.
My only thing I would say is, and this is for WWE and AEW, man, let's do something with our tag team division. I mean, you've got AEW's got all kinds of great tag teams, and but they got to have a 10-man match. I mean, we've seen that 10-man match how many times? And I'm not just saying the match wasn't entertaining. It was
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah, for sure,
It
for
was.
sure.
I'm not going to put it down. It was entertaining for what it was and what it was supposed to be. And then my only other slight criticism, you kind of already said it. I don't. I mean, I know we're going to have the stadium stampede, and I know they added the Bucks. Why do we need 7 on a team? Why do we need
Yeah,
14 guys in a match?
That is quite a bit.
I think
it's
it's
a
a little
lot.
much. I'd
I
rather
think
see
it's
5 on
much.
5. But if I was in the ring or there at the show, I'd probably be in love with it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm not gonna put it down. So really, I really didn't have a lot of lows. I thought the show was pretty solid.
Hey, Tony, blink twice if you have new nurses that are forcing you to say you have no lows about AEW.
I know. We gotta.
Yeah.
I know, right? We gotta talk to the nurse over there. What's happening? They changed his
No,
medicine, man.
I'll be honest with you. When I sat down to watch this show, I sat down. I said, "Let's watch this with different eyes. Don't
Okay.
watch this show.
Okay.
Don't watch this show like you're watching Raw.
I love that.
Don't watch this like you're watching SmackDown. You know you're watching AEW.
I
So
like
I
that
mean,
a lot.
I could sit there. I could sit there and every match give you stuff I don't like because you guys know a pet peeve for me. I like a lot of selling and facial expressions. That's something
Yes.
you don't get. That's something you don't get a lot of in AEW. And
Mm-mm.
I
That
know
Maine
that
we
go
did.
and I might as well get used to it. That's the way it's going to be. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there ain't no point bitching about it every show. So I mean, I thought I was pretty entertained. I thought it was a pretty good show.
Fuck. Tony switched up some meds and he is a new leaf over here. I love it, Tony.
I
That's some
absolutely
great
love it. That's great
energy,
insight.
man.
Yeah. I like that a lot. All right. I guess it's up to me, man. I got to give you some loves and lows. I got to tell you, I am loving the way they are pushing specifically Ace Austin. I think this is Ace Austin's second outing, I think, on Dynamite. And like Tony said, he is somebody who I have had on this podcast before. He was one of my first indie interviews back in 2019. And then I met him in person at an MLW show that same year. And then later I got a chance to work with him at Emerge when I was ringside with Paragon. He wrestled Ace Austin. So I got a chance to work with him, meet him in person, have him on the podcast. So to see him on the trajectory that he's on right now, it's really cool to see. And he's somebody who works solid in the ring. And I really enjoyed that match that he had with Will Ospreay. I think if this is the trajectory that we are going, if we have somebody like Kevin Knight who is getting an opportunity to grow on the mic, have good matches, and go out there every single week and become a TNT champion, I say this right now. Why can't Ace Austin be a TNT champion? I think that should come. I think I'm calling for it right now. Ace Austin, future AEW TNT champion.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Another thing I love, of course, is tournament-based competition. Super excited for the Owen Hart tournament, the men and the women's brackets. That's going to be fun. So I'm definitely enjoying that. I have not got a chance to see, and specifically in the tournament that I love, I haven't got a chance to see Persephone wrestle. I've seen her on some promos here and there. I know our friends over at Dirt Sheet Radio did a interview with her a couple of weeks ago, and I believe she's the CMLL Women's Champion. So Persephone, get a chance to see her for the first time. Hazuki, not aware of her at all. Gonna get a chance to see her for the first time. Sari, I didn't even remember her NXT run. I'm gonna get a chance to see her for probably the very first time. I'm excited for seeing this many talents, and even on the other side, I'm excited for matches, specifically Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King. That's one I definitely have on my list to really keep an eye on. That's not going to be on Double or Nothing. It's probably going to be on a Dynamite, and hopefully the Dynamite that we hopefully get credentials approved for, because I would really love to critique that match in person. That would be great, because that I've got a star on that specific match right there. That's Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King. That one's going to be fun. As far as loaves go, one of my biggest loaves here is the direction of Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland was on social media, and he was on there pretty much complaining about his time not being available on the show. I didn't get a chance. I only saw it on the internet. I didn't get a chance. I saw it kind of scrolling like some headlines. So I didn't get a chance to actually hear what he was saying, to see if this was a work or a shoot. I bet it was a work. He's an AEW guy, so I think he's working right now. They're trying to keep me off TV because I'm dangerous, and they're trying to keep me away from Bandito and blah, blah, blah. My biggest loathe is this whole Bandito thing. Whatever he's coming after him for is so forced. Has Bandito even said 2 words about this guy? Like, Bandito is the Ring of Honor champion, last I remembered, and Strickland is coming at him for what? He's trying to keep his title. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand the connect. We got to reset. I feel like this is a low we had last week, a loathe, but they got to reset some things with Swerve Strickland. They lightweight kind of made it make sense by putting them in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So they try. I'll give it to them. They tried to kind of put a little bit of a spin on it, but it's like, what are you going after Bandito for? This doesn't make sense to me. We got to do some kind of a reset on Swerve Strickland.
Agreed. I think we've talked about that, and I think we've come to a conclusion on that. House. He's got to do something else.
Yeah, we've got to, bro. We have got to,
bro. I hold on real quick.
No, please go ahead.
This just popped up on my feed.
What's up?
I have on the side going Vampiro playing a WCW game on PS1 as Vampiro going up against Corporal Cajun. Like,
what?
Who plays as themselves in the game? Why? It's the game. Play as somebody.
Play somebody else.
Oh my god, this dude loves himself. Oh, sorry, God. I seen that and I had to say something.
That is hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. All right, we're at the last part of the show before we get out of here. We got to put a grade on it. We're going to start with the young boy here, B. York. Give us a ranking. What we do is anywhere between 1 and 10. I know last week I gave last week's Dynamite a 7.5 just for a little bit of a reference. What are you giving this week's episode of Dynamite?
I'm giving this week's episode of Dynamite, I'm giving it an 8.5.
Okay.
I think we had 2 really good title matches. Great segment featuring, MJF to start the show. The Tin Man was fun. Will Ospreay, like, you had a lot of really good featured names on the card in general. The big matches popped. Your segment with your biggest star popped. I think it was overall just a really good show. Things can always be improved upon, though.
For sure. Absolutely. No, I agree with that. Voice, where you at? Give us a rating.
I'm going to keep it simple. 8.75. They are improving every week. This is exactly what we wanted from AEW, and I think this is a great Dynamite to, if you're not a fan of AEW, sink your teeth into this one. It's going to catch you up on stories, and it's going to open up a whole new world of wrestling for you.
Love that insight. Most definitely. Love what you're saying there. OG Tony, go ahead and give it to us.
Well, last week I wasn't real super enthralled with the show. I give it a 7. This week I give it a solid 8.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, Tony. I like it. Hey, that's high ranking from Tony there, honestly.
Yeah.
That really truly is. When I think about the show, man, I got to tell you, I really enjoyed this show from MJF getting that whole segment just popped me. I was highly entertained. Ricochet in the mix there. Brian Cage returning and him having such a great bout with Kevin Knight, man. The 10-man match was fun. I really had a lot of fun with that. There was a lot to like. Will Ospreay, Ace Austin, even the segment with the Death Riders. As confused as I was, once again, second week in a row, my wife is looking at it. She doesn't know what's happening or what's being said, but she likes the cinematics around it, and I'm the same way. I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. I really enjoyed it. The main event was incredible. I mean, that was probably my favorite match of Darby Allin's title reign, and I'm still trying to get his name right. I think it's Tateska, but I'm becoming a huge fan of this guy. He's really topping my list, and like, of course, there's so many names out there that you could watch on the show right now that's really doing great things and really vibing and have good energy, but that match really just showed me that there's a whole nother level to this guy that I think we're going to see. I think that Okada is grooming this guy to be the next Okada. I mean, the first Tateska, but the next Okada. They have like the same frame, and Okada's one of the best ever to do it. So if you got a mentor, that's the best one to have. I think their match is going to absolutely cook it, Double or Nothing. It's one of my favorite ones that I'm excited for. The main event was great. Then, of course, the segment right after that came with it, I enjoyed it. I'm giving this Dynamite a 9 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah, I was highly entertained, man. So this was a good episode of Dynamite. Good lead up to Double or Nothing. We're pushing forward. We'll be back next week doing this thing again. But we got to get you out of here. And specifically, OG, let them know where they can catch you and everything you're doing.
Hey, I'll be on here in just a few minutes with Face or Heel Pro Wrestling Talk. You can check that out. Supposed to be at 8 o'clock. We're going to be running just a little bit late, but that's not unusual for us. But we also got a Gonzo Sports Room at 10 o'clock tonight. And then we'll be back the following Monday at 6:30 with Gonzo's Wrestling Room. So appreciate you guys.
Man, we always enjoy the work that you put in over here, man. It's always great. Bryce, where can they catch you and everything you're doing, brother man?
Man, I'm here. I'm in your house. I might be on the Facebook, posting some questions, hoping to get some engagement.
Yeah, you've been good with those.
Hey, man, some of these questions have been really popping off.
Yeah,
it's kind of been fun to see people's just general answers, to things, and some of them are a little wild. I've been seeing some wild answers come out of some of these other groups. Somebody's answer was so wild they had to comment anonymously. So that's when I knew they were talking a little crazy. But you can catch me a little bit of here, there, every fucking where, right?
Right on, man. We appreciate you hopping on and just vibing with us, bro, on such short notice. It is appreciated. Voice, you already know you're putting in that work, bro. Where can they catch you at?
All right, Tony, I'll go fast to get you out of here. So, fans, if you want to see us again, why don't you stop in next Thursday at the same time, same place, where we talk the same thing, but a different, episode. It's the AEW Dynamite. Yeah. It's a fun show. It's a great show. You've been in the chat. You know what we do. So come and join us again. It's OG Tony, Howse, and me, where we sit around and talk AEW Dynamite. Outside of that, if you want to join me, it's Tuesday night. It's a 6 p.m. show. It's the Monday Night Raw recap show where me and my co-host, Kevin Calloway, the Chaos Goblin, the professional, he is our guru when it comes to wrestling moves.
Great work.
You can catch us at 6 p.m. It's a great time. It's a Raw talk. It's where we recap Raw. Like in this that you've seen, the fucking chat doesn't, it steers the ship.
Yep.
So join me and Kevin because we can adapt. We can come up with something. But if you want to catch me for my last day, it is the Wednesday. It's the WCW watch along where me and Howse, we sit down and we watch. Yeah, that's it. That's WCW. Come on, get on page, get on board, get on whatever you need to get on. Get over here and check us out. It's at 6 p.m. It's on a Wednesday. It's a fun time, and it's WCW. I mean, come on. The Giant was in a monster truck interrupting fucking Hulk Hogan's promo with Mean Gene and then just laughing at his ass as he ran his shit over.
Evil laugh.
Yeah, you can have some fun with me and Howse on that one. It's a great time, and we love you all. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, most definitely. I will keep mine tight as well because I got a couple of things going on. So Saturday, 6 p.m. here on the In Your House Network, myself and Kevin Calloway are going to be live streaming Final Fantasy 14 online. So come have a good time with us. That's going to be great. Once again, Saturday at 6 o'clock. And then Sunday, I'm going to be heading over to Kokomo. I'm going to be hanging out with my man Bryce over here. It's going to be Hypocrisy Jones and Scrap Lotto. Hey, we're going to be doing the smoke sesh. What are we going to talk about? We're going to have Scrap steering the ship at this time, so we're going to figure it out when we get there. Then Monday, we're going to have a podcast. That is right. We're going to be doing a one-on-one with Khan interview series. I'm going to sit down with Gaston LaRue, and man, it is going to be a vibe. So we got a lot of things going on. And, oh, wait a minute, Nakeem's in the chat again. Man, you better leave me alone.
Bro,
You need to leave me alone.
he is stepping on our product.
Bro,
Oh
what
my
the-
God.
Bro,
Go away.
Am I gonna
Get
have
him
to
off.
start training, dog?
Get his comment off of there. Get his comment off of
Yo,
there.
you need to get. Yeah, it's off.
going
Don't
to-
worry. You need to tell Paragon.
We're gonna finish this up right. All right, we're gonna finish this up right. We're not gonna let him ruin this because Paragon already beat his ass once, so we can beat his ass again. So it's not gonna be nothing. And you know what? That's all part of the work. And that's HOWSC, and the W stands for work. So for OG Tony, for B York the young boy, and for the voice, Josh Joseph, I'm Malakan the Conman House. And of course, I'm speaking for the whole team here at In Your House. You need to hop on this bandwagon and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Get up on it, man. Hop up on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone because the household's still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day, a great rest of your week. We'll see you Saturday. Peace.
Dynamite, 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 dynamite.